All right, all right. Let me double check. Seems about right. Seems about right. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Okay, should be good to go. Just double check and make sure everything's going well, everything's up, everything's running. Hey, we're good to go. All right. Back in action. Can go off. Okay. We had just defeated the Stag Lord. We were not level 5 yet. We're not level 5 yet. Although we are somewhat close. 2,000 points away. It's not bad, I think. Didn't I get a magical weapon? I did. I should play this game more than once a week. Diamond dust I want to keep. I sold everything. Oh my god, it's a human? That's me. I'm a human. Hey, Death. Welcome. How's it going? I spent 8 grand on that. I remember that. That's piercing damage. And I just decked this girl out. I don't think that can go on anybody else, though. I don't think... Oh, it can go on her. Does she have... weapon proficiency? No. Getting carpal tunnel? Yeah. Desk jobs will do that. You poor soul. I was almost sure that couldn't go on her, but I'm not going to complain. You can have that bow, then. Doing a lot of typing today, I guess. Is that... Okay, it's not. Alright, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Now, I know I gave her Tower Shield proficiency. No, she had that. I thought I... Oh, no, it was Bastard Sword. Okay. So she's locked into Bastard Sword, which is fine. Okay. Yeah, got a new page we need made, so decent amount of... Yeah, there's always something that needs doing. Okay. Called Shadows of Doubt. Is it a VR game, or is it just a regular game? Let me check my journal quick before I go too far. I'm not doing this one. Can I abandon quests? I cannot. This is something for later. I gotta go talk to Nettle. I think I get a spear for that. Oh, I gotta talk to Olg. Actually, I'm gonna go to Nettle first. I want to get that as just in case it pulls me out and then I can't do something. I've got 23 days to finish the quest, so it doesn't really matter. Detective work wise, so it's kind of like a mystery game. Shrike River. Right here. I gotta go over here. I've never been much of a mystery game guy, but I'll look into it. Stag Lord is dead. Pharasma. Oh, Grey Lady, got it. You freed an innocent soul from eternal torment, Jay Stevenson. You are truly... Thank you, Tristan. Okay.
I'll go ahead.
All right. I don't mind puzzles, but like a game of just puzzles is not really my thing. Short spear +1. So this is slash. This would be piercing, right? Yeah. What does that do? 5 to 10. I think I gave her dagger proficiency, but I don't really care. Till I find a magical dagger, that's probably going to be the better call. I have no issue with like puzzles in a game and things, but when it's all puzzles, my brain just hurts. So games like this are kind of right up my alley, where there's a few puzzles, there's a few things you have to figure out, there's some stuff that you have to kind of explore, but fresh meat is there. I don't even know how to do that one. Don't know if I'm going to do it. Okay. Let's travel back. I got the spear. We should be able to rest, and then we can talk to Olg. And then we can continue on. I expect you to die. That might be interesting. How long do the Can't talk. How long do the escape rooms last? Are they like a 15-minute, half-hour thing? What sort of time limit do they come with? I'm gonna pause that question because I'm gonna probably have to read this. The Stag Lord is gone. We found his fortress and sent the villain to oblivion. Oleg looks at you with respect bordering on admiration. And good riddance. Maybe now we'll be able to actually live in the Stolen Lands rather than just surviving. Oleg sighs. Without a doubt, more people will flock here now. It'll surely boost trade, but all the noise they'll bring with them, well, that's none of your concern. I bet you can't wait to return to Restive and report your great victory. Okay, so I could have done that. I guess I don't really need to explore anymore, so Restive awaits. The fog seems to be thinning, but we should wait until it burns off completely. In the meantime, I'll gather... Awesome. A couple of hours should probably finish the whole game. Okay. So it's kind of like, what was it?
Good work. Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the Stolen Lands and return with the Stag Lord's head. But I knew you could handle it.
Thank you. So it's sort of like Super Hot, almost. Like, I don't know if you played Super Hot, but that's sort of like a bunch of puzzles where you have to essentially kill like stick figures with things found around the map. Sometimes it's guns, sometimes it's like a phone, and it's all about getting to the next like checkpoint and surviving. But it's sort of like that, but probably a little bit less killing, more like environmental puzzles. All right, continue.
Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baron before the High Society of Restov, and even Natala Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands if you wish, but this time as a ruler.
Natalia Sertova. Russian, Ukrainian here?
But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor. All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections.
Why do I feel like I'm about to get poisoned?
Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Kasil Eldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
Kasil, a half-orc with impeccable poise, performs a textbook perfect bow. Do you already know about my encounter with Tartuccio?
Of course. Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that sly fox Iravetti.
I don't know who Iravetti is, and that doesn't have a name on it. Alright, what kind of game are you playing? I think I have a right to know.
Yes, you certainly have that right. But tell me, how well do you know Brevoy's history or the current political atmosphere? It won't be an easy explanation.
Okay, so it's probably the nation. I mean, I would struggle to relate it to Super Hot, not gonna lie. I did play Super, maybe. Never played any of them. So not like Super Hot. Alright. I was wrong in my assumption that I will have to check these out. Is I Expect You to Die single player or is it multiplayer? Because I have a friend who has my friend with the PlayStation VR adores escape rooms, and that would be something that I would play in single player. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I wouldn't mind giving it a try. It seems kind of fun, and I definitely recommend it to him. But Brevoy was the nation where. Okay, what do I need to know about the history of Brevoy?
What's now called Brevoy was originally two different countries, Rostland and Issia. 200 years ago, they were stuck in constant squabbles. Then, Coral the Conqueror showed up and united the two states into one. Such diplomatic tricks are easy to manage when you have dragons at your disposal.
Dragons would do it.
The so-called noble houses of Brevoy, mainly Surtova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Issia. We, the Aldori, ruled Rostland. The royal house Rogarvia, founded by Coral the Conqueror, forced us into obedience. But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace with such a troubled history. Even 2,000 years wouldn't be enough for us to accept Issian rule. Brevoy is a country held together by a thread, and that thread grows ever weaker.
So, political intrigue, two nations almost at war, forced to sit at the same table together. Kind of understand what's going on here. What would probably be your favorite genre of game death? Like what would you go back to when all else fails? Asking out of curiosity, of course. What do I need to know about the current political atmosphere?
We, the Aldori and the great noble houses, spent 200 years under the rule of invaders, the royal house Rogarvia. We plotted, we schemed, we stabbed each other in the back, but open confrontation was out of the question. But a few years ago, House Rogarvia disappeared. No one knows how or why, but one day, their manors were just empty. And the force that held Brevoy together, that kept us from a bloody feud, ceased to be.
Okay, so they vanished. Interesting. So the house that forced them to get together is now gone. All right.
Brevoy is currently ruled by the House Surtova, the former kings of Issia. But their power pales in comparison to that of House Rogarvia when they were here. So now Surtova and Aldori stand facing each other, staring each other in the eye, waiting for the other to draw their sword. It's an untenable situation. No one wants a civil war that would drown Brevoy in blood, but peace between us is also out of the question.
Hatfields and McCoys. I forget the last names of the Romeo and Juliet, though, to do that one. MMOs? That's a really good choice, especially if you can find good MMOs. I'm very much an RPG guy myself, so like I feel that. What role do I play in your plan?
Rostland wants to regain its independence, and we will regain it. The power the Issians hold over us is humiliating and costly. And the Surtovas won't give us our freedom without a fight. That is, unless there is some external power that can force everyone to sit down and talk. Do you see where this is going?
I do. I do.
The stolen lands are disputed territory. Brevoy can't appropriate them without raising protests from each of the neighboring states. However, if some brave people were to found independent states on that land, it would be another matter entirely. My hope is that you and your future neighbors, Baron Hannes Drelev and Captain Maegor Varn, will become our allies. But even your neutrality would introduce a powerful counterbalance to the aggression of the noble houses. Maybe, with your help, The inevitable division of Brevoy can occur without too much pain.
I feel like I've heard this name. Oh, one of the competitors. I remember that one. Minecraft is pretty cool. I get a... If you remember, I said that I'm like an MMO guy every, like, 2 months out of every year. I really get into MMOs. It's the same way with Minecraft. About every 2 years, I'll play like 3 months of Minecraft, and I'll just get lost in it, and then I'm done for a while. But like this game is really, really up my alley. I'm really enjoying it. Don't the Sword Lords... Okay, the Sword Lords are, like, yeah, the Aldoris.
We hope to get some help from the Maivani Aldori, the descendants of the Sword Lords who have fled from Coral's rage to build a new nation in the south. But the Isians know this well, and are doing everything they can to deny us this help. I won't go into details, but if my intelligence is correct, if a civil war starts in Brevoy, Maivan will be too occupied with its own inner troubles to interfere.
Okay, so the Aldoris are the Sword Lords. Okay, got it. Oh, it's all here. I can go back and read it. That's cool, too. I didn't know that. Every few updates, I end up with a new modded server for me and my friends. That's, pretty cool. Who have fled... Okay, so Mivin is the people who left from the Conqueror guy. Got it. What part does Restiv play in this game?
Restov is a free city, proud of its independence from everyone, including the Aldori Sword Lords. But when it comes to Rostland's liberation, our goals align. This whole plan is our joint creation with Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius.
That's an eye. Yeah, this game keeps getting better as I play it. You're probably my most prolific watcher, Death. Would you be against me playing Breachers on Mondays as opposed to Rumble? Would that be something that would bother you? Restov is the city I'm in. Okay. Okay. I might be doing that. The issues with Rumble are kind of compounding. I kind of felt them this last Monday. With Sprint being out of hand, in my opinion, and the lag issue. They need servers. But it's getting less fun for me to play it. So, I mean, any game gets that way after 200 hours, but they have some issues that I think they need to fix, so. I might be playing Breachers on Monday. Well, I'm going to play it this Friday, too, but I might be playing it on Monday as well. Maybe I'll just switch it to, like, VR Mondays or something like that. If Natla's already here, why did she let you grant me a title?
Actually, she could still intervene and disrupt the proceedings. But she's a Sertova. Their games are always complex and multi-layered. They're always looking for ways to turn defeat into victory. If she's decided to allow you to become a Baron, it means she already has some idea of how she can turn it to her benefit. Let's consider how she could do so. Maybe she understands that Rostland will inevitably separate and she doesn't want a war. In that case, new states in the Stolen Lands give the Isians a reason to sit down and talk without losing face. But that's an optimistic view, and truth be told, it doesn't quite match up with what we've come to expect from the Sertovas.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think I'll probably just do like VR Mondays. I'll change it to that, and I'll start playing VR games on Mondays. It'll be Breachers for a while, but I'll play Breachers this Friday. Maybe I'll do 2 streams of this week. I'd really like to get done with this game. It's really fun. Yeah, I know. The player base I know on Rumble is really small because it doesn't allow people on Quest to just play it. So I know they have trouble with that. Actually, you're gonna lose game, son. Give me 1 second here. Search Rumble. 37 people total were playing it 5 minutes ago. All-time peak for Rumble was 221. Can I show this? Yeah. Yeah, the player base of Rumble is just really small. And I mean there are reasons for it. It's a far more complicated game to play than Breachers. It's not intuitive, and like Breachers has bots. It's easy to have FPS bots. You can't have bots on Rumble, so there's really no way to practice by yourself. And Howard is not good practice. So, but anyways, maybe shouldn't. Okay, we already went over this. Continue.
The more likely scenario is that Natala wants to win you over to her side. If war breaks out and at least one of you stabs us in the back, Rostland will be surrounded by enemies. That might be enough to bring about our downfall. But you would fall first, and your newly formed states would be left in ruin. The Isians always like to have someone around to pull their chestnuts out of the fire for them. A piece of friendly advice? Don't do business with House Sertovas, no matter what promises they make you. Any deal with the noble houses is a deal with devils.
You're a noble house.
How should I know? We're in the middle of a big game. And today, you move from being merely a piece on the board to being one of the players.
I like chess. Thank you for your explanation.
I hope you have a better understanding of what's at stake.
In Envoy, I don't know that I want to dismiss the Envoy. I think I'd keep him. A hostage is always useful if it comes to that. Thank you.
Enjoy
I'm
your
going
evening.
to speak with the guests.
When you're ready for the official part, come to me.
Can do. before I answer that. There is a lot of named people here. Hey. There's Lindsay. I'm assuming all the ones highlighted in... Okay, the ones highlighted in green are in my party. I know some PC... Yeah, that would be cool, but it would also be really complicated to implement. Lander, a handsome welder, about 70, looks at you with a polite smile. So you're the famous slayer of the Stag Lord's gang, soon to be Baron. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Lander. Just Lander, no last name, no title? Well, let's just say I'm here incognito. You know, Google can still track what you're doing even if you're incognito, Lander. Under my circumstances, it's wise to keep one's lineage to oneself. Truth be told, that's precisely why I wanted to speak to you about. You see, I am an heir to one of Brewery's noble houses. That's the Combined Nation. I won't say which, but believe me, a newly appointed Baron with no connections would do well to have a friend like me. People who say that are never good friends. I travel the country in secret without servants so that I can see it for myself, not from a carriage window, but face to face with the people. My family would never approve, of course, but then I never asked. I need to know Brewery if I'm going to rule a part of it someday. I know Jamandi wants to impose her stepson on you as emissary of Brewery. Refuse, take me instead. Don't look at my age. While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been since I was a child. I've been trained to rule since I was a child. I'll be far greater use to you both now and in the future after I have a firm position in my family. Are you from Restovic nobility? Oh no, I'm not from here. I'm just visiting, you could say. I wanted to see for myself the heroes who managed to conquer the frontier lands, and the Lord Mayor was kind enough to invite me to this wonderful party. You know more about programming than I do, so I believe you. I went to school for it, but it's been years, and I have not kept up to date on things. The problem is, like, a melee fighting game in VR would be really hard. Like, to do punches and stuff, like counterattacks and blocks and stuff would be incredibly difficult, which is why Rumble works so well, because it doesn't involve any actual punching. You're actually throwing an object. So, unless you were creating like another form of bending, quote unquote, it would be almost impossible to have something as efficient, or I shouldn't say efficient, as effective as that in the form of like actual punches and kicks. Well, I mean, you couldn't kick unless you had full body tracking. I'll consider your proposal. Yes, do so, and carefully. I don't really trust people that don't tell me their names. This man is obviously more comfortable on the battlefield than in the company of nobles. He's well built, with an expensive waistcoat doesn't quite fit properly, as though it were borrowed. He has a few pale scars across his face. His dark hair is drawn into an unkept ponytail with a few streaks of gray. Broad smile, firm handshake. Always respect a firm handshake. Let me introduce myself. I'm Maegor Varn, the new ruler of Dunsword. Congratulations. Your neighbor to the east. Like you, I'm about to become a baron. Great job with the Stag Lord, by the way. Not everyone could exterminate a whole gang of bandits with such a small team. How did you earn the title of baron? Truth be told, my team and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jamandi Aldore needed someone reliable to take and hold the territory. I am the captain of a mercenary team, if that wasn't clear. Varlin host. Have you heard of us? No matter. I haven't heard of you, my guy. We've done work for Jamandi before this time. The task was simple. We just waltzed into the area, cleared it of the most brazen monsters, and built a small fort to hold the place. And for that, a barony and lands of its own. It was a dream job. This guy is probably going to be an honest one, if not trustworthy. How do you feel being a noble? Look at his rich clothes. Like a pheasant on a plate. Fair enough, my guy. I've killed all kinds of monsters, but this is the first time I've so strongly felt like turning away could get me eaten. Oh yeah, I agree with that. I agree that that there's many things they could do for different styles, but no, I'm not going to throw a butt in there. There's many things they could do, and I'm sure you could create a bunch of interesting things. The problem is, to go back to problems, because that's where my head generally goes first, is take Rumble. I don't know. I'm not much of a programmer. I don't know what it is about Rumble that requires a computer. Right, I don't know if it's just too heavy on needs to run on like a standalone like Quest 2. Like I said, when I've been playing people, sometimes it's really choppy and laggy and I don't get my moves. And then I talked to that guy that one time and he said he's playing on like Virtual Console on his he's playing on Virtual Console on his headset. And I don't know if that's what causes that. So then you run into the issue of making the game even more complicated than Rumble by having multiple movesets, multiple different styles, multiple things the game has to process. And apparently even Rumble at the moment can't even run on Oculus Quest 2. So if you make the game even more complicated, it's going to have even a smaller player base because it can't go on the Quest 2. So you're right that they can do the whole sort of combat style thing, but making it simple enough that people can pick it up easily is going to be very hard. It's going to be very hard to make it simple enough that people can pick it up easily, but complicated enough that it's interesting. Because right now the learning curve on Rumble is huge. Like it's such a tall learning curve because there's a lot of reasons, but there's a tall learning curve, and increasing that learning curve won't help the player base learn it faster. I mean, but turning away, get me eaten. He nods towards an arrogant man in the other corner. See that lad, Baron Drevel? He's not like us. Who knows what generation of Baron he is? Didn't even shake my hand. You and me were like dirt beneath his boots. That's why, like us, the newly made nobility, we need to stick together. Otherwise, he'll take my land and yours in a blink of an eye. Well, now I've got to talk to Drevel and see if he'll shake my hand. It was nice meeting you. Farewell. Goodbye. Once you've settled in, come pay us a visit. Hey, Lindsay. Miri. Okay, that's what. So it's graphics.
Tread lightly.
So it's not the game processing. It's just the graphical capacity. Got it. That wouldn't be so bad then to optimize. Okay. Hannes Drelev? Drelev? The man's gorgeous clothes hide rippling muscles beneath them. He looks past your ear, obviously bored. I suppose I should make this guy sound a little bit pompous. Baron Hannes Drevel, he says offhandedly, emphasizing the word Baron. And you must be the Stag Lord Butcher. I'm sorry, I quite forgot your name. I forget my name all the time too, Baron Hanny. But you took out the Stag Lord and his game, and so Sword Lord Jamandi is granting you permission to take his place. Right. Well, congratulations. My lands lie to the west of yours. I suppose we're neighbors now. Yes, I defeated the Stag Lord. Pray tell, what did you do to deserve your new dominion? A smirk appears on the Baron's face. I don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. I'm gonna stop that because it's annoying me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jamandi would have simply given all the stolen lands to me. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers at my disposal, so she had to urgently make barons of the likes of you and Vaughn. Oh, I want to say that, but I'm not going to do it. Goodbye. I'm done with that, gentlemen. I certainly do agree that the learning curve would spike, though MMA is clearly harder than fighting stuff. That's true. But it would also keep some variety in games, even if they don't add more moves. Yeah, I'm not exactly fond of him as well. That's why I didn't spend any more time talking to him. And the higher skill ceiling might allow for more belts and more time to spend on each belt to prove your rank. Well, see, that was one of the things. The problem with Rumble is they don't give you enough time at each belt in order to adequately perfect the moves. And the reason for that is because it's done specifically because if they made it take as long as it should take for you to adequately master the moves, you'd probably be playing 2 or 3 hours before you got out of white belt. And a lot of people would just quit there. They'd hit that wall and they go, I don't want to play 2 or 3 hours, just to get access to 3 more moves. They're making sure they have access to new moves so that they stay interested in the game. And what happens is they then play for 10 hours, get to black belt, then they hit the wall of, actual black belt players, people who have put, 40, 50, or 100 hours in the game, and then they quit then.
Let us be careful.
Try the eclairs, they're delicious. He's French. A red belt who struggles with butter. Give me 1 second. Gotta stand up. Alright, that's better. Okay. The only, well, see, the thing is, the only rank that you actually have to, like, earn is red to black belt, because that one takes, like, the right amount of time. I think you have to play almost, like, you have to win, like, 10 games or lose, like, 25 in order to hit black belt. So I imagine every belt is, like, 15 games, and you're at somewhere where it would be, whereas like white to yellow belt I think is like 5 games. Oh god. Svanky Keg, a handsome man with a weather-beaten face, grasps your hand tightly in his rough, calloused palms. Well, got a working man. Unlike the rest of the guests in the festive clothing, he wears simple robes. The only luxury you see him holding is a holy symbol of Aristel made of solid gold. Holy crap. The Stag God. Oh, that's Tristan's god. The other guests look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. Congratulations on your victory. Oh, deep voice. Congratulations on your victory. I'm not going to voice act all this. He says in a deep voice, allow me to introduce myself. I am Avanki Keg, High Priest of Aristel in Restov. I don't think so. I think it was just a coincidence. Because everything... I can check out quick, but I'm fairly certain that everything I saw pointed to the Stag God being like a separate thing from the Stag Lord. I think the Stag Lord was just called the Stag Lord cuz. Do the people of Restov venerate Aristil? They revere many gods in Restov. They pray to Abador, the god of wall and ditches. If anything needs to be venerated, it's ditches. Patron of cities and Pharasma. That's the Grey Lady. That's the Lady of Death. Fair enough. The Gatherer of Souls. There are also some more rare cults, but there's no denying that the Stag God has the largest congregation here, and no wonder people have lived off farming and hunting for centuries. I know why he's dressed surprisingly simply. Diplomacy. Oh, I probably should have read that. Bringing law into the Stolen Lands is a difficult endeavor. I would be grateful for any help you could spare. Succeed. This is a truly noble undertaking. I believe our community will be able to provide you with reasonable assistance. We will help you construct a shrine in your capital free of charge. I guess I can ask about his clothes. You dress surprisingly simply for such a festive occasion. The corners of the priest's mouth turn up in a faint smile. The nobles dress in silks and satins to stand out from the poor. A priest wears simple robes. I can respect that, Mr. Keg. Oh, no, you're better than a yellow belt, man. Way better than a yellow belt. It was an honor to meet you. Goodbye. Aristil keep you. Okay, let me... Where's my journal? Encyclopedia. Nope, I don't want basics. Nope, I don't want character creation. Kingdom. I don't think this is where I find that. Completed quests. It doesn't look like it's going to give me a compendium. Maybe Beastery? Nope, that's just animals. Fair enough, I'll have to I'll have to look that up later. I'm sure they'll talk about it another time. Uppercut, kick straight. That's a very useful combo. A very useful combo. Okay, did I talk to everybody? No, I didn't talk to her, and I didn't talk to... Oh, that's the fire girl. She helped me when the palace was under attack, like way back in the first episode. She's a tiefling.
Will you drink with me?
You see... Would it be Casey? Cassie? Cassie? I'll say Casey. Approaching the tiefling meets you during the Battle of Jamato Dori's Matcher. Always the charmer, of course, to your beauty.
It sweetens our happy days and brings solace to our dark and sorrowful ones.
Always to beauty.
But jokes aside, I came to apologize. I know the words I said in our conversation with Lady Aldery might have offended you, but this was not my intention. The lessons life has dealt me were not easy. I've learned to be wary of new acquaintances, which is why I've refused to join your party. I hope you will forgive me for this weakness and for my harsh words. And I hope you will hear me out.
I don't remember...
I have something to tell you.
I don't remember. She didn't join Tartuccio. I think she just said she wasn't going to take part and she didn't trust anybody, which is fair. Forgive, but don't forget. Apology accepted. What did you want to tell me?
As it happens, I came across some very valuable information. What brave conqueror of these wild lands wouldn't be intrigued by news of an ancient shrine, possibly full of great treasures? A place such as this was discovered by my old friends from Kadira, and it just so happens to be located in the lands that today become rightfully yours. My friends lack the courage to enter the shrine and seek the treasure, but what will stop us? We who know the taste of battle and have been singed by the same fire.
It sounds tempting, but I'll need to think
Your
about it.
Your caution is reasonable. Well, I'm going to visit the capital of your newborn barony anyway. I might rent a house. Find me there if you decide you're interested in my offer. So long, friend. I'll call you so today because soon enough, all you'll be hearing is, Your Grace, Your Grace, Your Grace.
Saluting with your cup. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I'm not sure. But we'll see. There's always some sort of cost when somebody has information you do not have. The Tiefling girl steps back and disappears into the shadows between the columns. Okay, I need to speak with...
The path is clear.
I need to speak with... Okay. He's just drunk and complaining about Tartuccio, which is fair. Smaller streets the same. Natalia Sertova. Natalia Sertova is discussing something with an unfamiliar old lady in a low voice. Upon noticing you, she breaks into a sugary, sweet smile. Oh, wonderful. You were not only tough, but quick. Well, congratulations on your victory. Enjoy it while you can. What do you think awaits me? Nothing good, I fear. The Eldoris, our dear friends, didn't deem it necessary to inform you of their plans, I assume. You see, they're preparing to separate from Breviary, and it will not be a peaceful process. So they did inform me of that. They lack the strength currently, hence using this legal loophole to create some independent allies. Once the Civil War breaks out, not a problem, go get yourself something to drink. Once the Civil War breaks out, your lands will be the first to endure a strike from Breviary's forces. Perhaps they'll erect a memorial stone in independent Restive to your honor. Well, I wouldn't count on that, really. What do you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be to align yourself with the lawful rulers of Breviary, the noble houses. The Eldoris won't dare rebel, knowing they will immediately become entrapped. You could help Breviary avoid a civil war, while simultaneously enjoying some well-deserved peace in your lands. I believe Jamandi has already attempted to impose a guard on you as an emissary. I'm guessing her low-born stepson, the green-skinned boy, Castle. It's up to you, of course, but I would recommend a different envoy. Please meet Chandra Mervi, an excellent, experienced diplomat who is familiar with Breviary's policies, who is more familiar with Breviary's policies than any brawler could be. I would be happy to help you establish diplomatic relations with Breviary. I'll consider your proposal. Think on it. Do not make any hasty decisions. Back with tea. Just don't spill the tea, man. Guards, guests. I'm assuming he's not going to have anything to say. I don't know, it's quite tempting. An older man with full-sided liquid interest through his golden eyeglasses. Well, now, if it isn't the hero of the festivities, the protege of our dear Jamandi. You pulled this all off quite cleverly, I confess. I wasn't convinced your enterprise would succeed. I even bet a bottle of my best Pitaxini? Got it. Wine against you, but I'm happy to admit I was wrong. The Eldoris have always been adept at finding new talent. I don't believe we've been introduced. So it would seem I'm Yosef Selemius? The Lord Mayor of Restive. I rule this town and the adjacent lands. As your northern neighbor, I hope we can look forward to a long and fruitful friendship. So you rule Restive, and what about the Eldori? Breviary's politics seem complex and incomprehensible to many. Here in this part of Rostland, the spirit of northern freedom still lives. We are loyal to the throne, of course. May the gods prolong the life of His Highness. But here, far from the domains of the great heroes, we have our own way of life. It is especially important now after certain events that I probably don't need to name. The Eldori sword lords used to rule Rostland. They're still the largest landowners and main military force in the region, but it's not for nothing that Restov is called a free city. We're proud to choose the Lord Mayor from among the citizens, considering not by their lineage, but by their own merits. What kind of events were you talking about? Mayor Selemius gives you a patronizing smile. Why an aspiring politician needs to be well informed. I'm talking, of course, about the disappearance of the ruling House Rogarvia. Can you imagine it? Old man Chorl conquered our lands 2 centuries ago. It would be a shameless lie to say that nobody wished his royal house could disappear into thin air. But once the exact thing happened, turned out nobody was ready for it. Poof. All over the country, every member of the royal house disappeared without a trace. Nobody knows what happened. It's a mystery, but a mystery pregnant with opportunity for everyone. How are things in Restov? I don't want to boast, but things have been going well in recent years. Trade prospers, the population grows, and the citizens are happy. Although recently, especially after the disappearance of House Rogarvia, more and more troublemakers have been appearing, and people are talking about the most shocking things. But those sorts of rumors aren't worthy of your attention. It was nice meeting you. Goodbye. Please wait a moment. Your young barony will need resources to establish itself, and from what I've been told, you're somewhat in need of financial assistance. I could organize the supplies for construction and spread out the cost on extremely favorable terms. I could immediately procure, let's say, 500 cartloads of building supplies. I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, I would ask a small favor. Until you repay the debt in full, you simply assume the obligation of constructing building services through Restov's Builders Guild. Do we have a deal? Oh, God. I don't know how much a cartload of supplies costs. Thank you for the offer, but I can't accept. It was nice meeting you. Goodbye. Yeah, at least 250. Yeah, probably closer to like 500 gold.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
I'd like to speak with
Of
some
course.
guests more. Let's go back and talk to this guy. This guy seems to be like the neutral route. Please tell me what you're doing again. I travel the country and without servants, my family. I remember that.
I'll go ahead.
Choices, choices, choices. I haven't talked to Valerie. I wonder what she has to say. Probably nothing. She lost her taste for high society. I never gained it, my girl. Everything this girl has done has been fair so far. Her distrust of me from Tartuccio was fair, if misguided.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings? Of course.
I'm gonna do a quick hot save, just because I don't want... I'm going to take the orc with me, but I want to ask that question to see if I can talk to
how do you
them.
like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we... My apprentice, Casil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
Yes.
Whatever you choose, I won't argue. But you must choose your inner circle with the utmost care.
To be perfectly honest, I'd prefer to take all three. Again, hostages are pretty important, if necessary. I'm fairly certain all of them are going to try to use me, because that's politics for you. I'm ready for the ceremony.
Stand here. Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon. Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword. And finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Well, I'm a baron now. Truth be told, the best thing you can do is keep your enemies close. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. Trolls can be killed with fire or acid, usually.
Victory. The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
Oh wow, they put your party in like that. That's cool. I mean, that's obviously not me, but this is pretty cool. Keston Garris, welcome your grace. Keston salutes you. You can see he's a bit anxious, and it seems he'd rehearsed his speech many times. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory and your new title. Lady Jamandi transferred me here. I'm at your disposal. I am not one to bestow honors, but I want you to know I'm glad to serve you. Glad to have you. You have proven yourself to be a rather a man of honor. I am here to welcome you on behalf of your new capital. Citizens, the Stag Lord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travel fast, and the first settlers have already arrived, with new ones approaching as we speak. While you were visiting Restov, much has to be done. Your benefactors, the Aldoris, invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding the city. I stand ready to answer your questions, to show you around the more important sites. Where are my companions? They're all somewhere around here, but I never keep an eye on who went where exactly. Well, I assume Tristan is with Yod. And you can always find Lindsay, just follow the noise and turmoil. He knows her. Are there any citizens I should know about? Our old acquaintance Yod is right there. Aristil's clerics normally don't like cities much, but he's eager to serve you. That's the guy I saved. I think. Not Tristan, the guy on the road, I believe. Also, the emissary of Breviary is here, waiting for you in the throne room. There's also this curious matter. An elf has paid us a visit. A blind elf. Only knows how he managed to get here. He seems a peaceful, even pleasant fellow. though naturally a little odd. So I let him stay a while. It's up to you to decide what to do with the man, that's about it. What's the mood of the people here? I must admit, I've never seen anything like this in my whole life. A city, a whole barony, born right in front of our eyes. The people sense the moment, and today we feel proud. As a rule, I am not too cheerful or chatty. I'd normally feel out of place amongst the rejoicing, but today is just one of those days. I don't want to drink. I want to get to work because I have a city to look after. I'm ready to look around the city, lead the way. Follow me, your grace. Greetings, your grace. We're selecting a site to build our homes. Well, don't let me stop you. It's wet near the lake and windy up here on the hill. A fine place to throw garbage at your neighbors' heads, though. Ouch. Please don't throw garbage around my city. It's a good thing you got rid of those monsters and bandits, your grace. You're welcome. I was gonna say child, but I think you're a halfling. Do you recognize this place? This is where the Stag Lord's fortress wall used to be. Not that it saved him in the end. It did not, because he didn't fix the back corner. And he let me keep going out and sleeping. God, that was funny. Our work is to define how to turn this bandit den into the heart of a town. The heart of every town is its main square. We plan to hold street festivals and fairs here. Look, we already have our first vendor. We do. Hello. If you turn to the right, that square, you'll end up straight in our tavern. The town's ale is blessed by Caden Callium himself. I swear the lady who owns it is a gem. I hear our Baron is tall as a troll. Oh, that's nonsense. Well, except for the part about breathing fire. All Barons can breathe fire. Trust me, I can breathe fire. Welcome, your grace. Glad to serve you. Your grace, those are our guards. They keep order in the city or keep their mouths busy. I couldn't read that fast enough. Hey, that's my dwarf cleric, I think. Here's the out. I will hope one day your capital will grow large enough that we won't be able to see its full extent from this perch. Hey, we got some farms going. That's good. We need food. The building in front of us is your residence. That's where we'll head now. Okay, we need wood and steel and food and water. 2 days, limited to 1,000, becoming more powerful. Usually Elder Dragon basically means more dangerous dragon. Fair. Alright. He was odd, so naturally I let him stay. Man dressed as a guard. Well, I just said it. Keep your enemies close. Better to have them on hand than sneaking around. You're about to make the unyielding stolen lands a prosperous kingdom. There is a long and arduous road ahead of you. You and your advisors are going to deal with matters of national importance. Found and build up settlements, seize and develop new regions, solve pressing problems, and take advantage of good opportunities. A prosperous governor will be handsomely rewarded with support and donations from their subjects, promising alliances with other states, wealth for their treasury, many other things. Good luck in your ruling, Baron. Thank you, game. So now we've reached the main chamber. This is the throne room, where you'll hold court. and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map depicting your barony and its surroundings. Will mark all the important scout reports. Other news worthy of your grace's attention. Having finished his speech, tucks his thumb into his belt and stands quietly. Alright, this is the orc guy. Greetings, your grace. Castle, Lady Jamani's word gives you a polite bow. It was a pleasure to meet you at Restive. On behalf of your allies and benefactors, the Eldori Sword Lords, I'd like to offer you some advice. +6 community, +6 loyal, plus economy, divine, arcane, stability. Those are all good buffs. New event, trade agreement with Sertova. Avanki's offer. Pillage the temple of it, rebuild the temple of the elk. Research into nature, the nature of curses, Davik Nettle. That's the undead guy. You may change the difficulty of level of your barony at any time or set it to automatic. If you set it to automatic, you won't have to deal with most government decisions. They will be taken care of automatically, and your barony will never fail. However, this will also prevent you from unlocking any governance-related achievements. I don't think I want to do that unless it's really boring and takes up all the time, so we'll see. You can solve most of your barony's problems by granting appointments to the right people, responsible people, but certain state businesses will demand your personal attention, as will the visits of important guests. Reports of such outstanding events will be marked on your map. You can always check it while considering your plans. Continue. According to the ancient traditions of breviary in most of the river kingdoms, rulers address affairs of state and receive visitors at the beginning of each month. My advice to you is to maintain this tradition and regularly visit your capital when needed. The first thing you should do as a ruler is assign loyal people to all the important positions in your barony. Your clerics, Yod and Tristan, are the first to seek an audience. I won't distract you further. I'll leave you to consider. Once again, my congratulations. May your rule be long and prosperous. Thank you. Yod Kavkin, your grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baron. I am confident that you will bring order to these troubled lands. Yod stumbles slightly, though to be honest, this isn't exactly what we wanted to speak to you about. Tristan and I have been talking a great deal about what's happening at the Temple of the Elk. It doesn't all make sense to us yet, but one thing is clear. There is a powerful curse at work. It corrupts the very essence of the sacred place, steeping it in putrescence. Ugh, I'm disgusted with whoever could do this. Yod exhales loudly, catching his breath, and now there is a new woe. Tristan and I believe the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There is a place near the capital rumored by the locals to be cursed. Tristan and I visited the dreadful place, and we feel the same putrescence as the Temple of the Elk. What is this place, and where is it? This is the bald hilltop not far from here to the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life. Locals believe that rituals glorifying the dark gods were held here back in ancient times. There is no longer any trace of such ritual, but the air is heavy to the point of stifling. This place is like a rotting wound, closed but not healed. And this wound will die. Tristan and I feel the same approaching. Something ominous. The curse will soon return. I will go there as soon as I am able. I would be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything new at this present. I agree, we have been to this hilltop. It's barren but filled with a dense atmosphere. Well, what do you suggest? The curse will go in strength, and we predict it will reach the peak of its strength in about 1 month. That's when we should visit the hilltop and resolve this issue. For now, we can only wait and prepare. So I've got another time limit. We beg your pardon, your grace, for intervening. intervening with your getting. Oh, got it. Got it.
I feel tired.
The barony has 10 basic stats, each supervised by an advisor. These are the following: population, loyalty, military. Okay. Stats increase if your governance is successful and decrease if events don't end well or other negative factors are placed in your way. Don't let your barony stats drop to 0 or lower. This will cause your subject to riot and your state will begin to crumble. Each stat has a certain milestone or rank. Within them, each 20 points in a stat will increase your rank. Rank 1 unlocks a corresponding advisor position for that stat. Further development of the stats and upgrades to its rank will be possible only if you have an advisor in the relevant position. Governing your barony will require one advisor for each stat. You may appoint your companions as well as some of the stolen land. Each of the 10 positions has at least 3 characters who are qualified to hold it. None of these characters will be willing to serve you right away. Some of them will need to be convinced. Appointing others will require completing of an assignment for them or rendering them some sort of service. Each advisor, they have their own opinions. The name of the barony cannot be changed later. What's a good name? I'll just stick with Stolen Lands. Tuskdale. Enter. Let's start with the pier. Start with a wall. Let's get yeah. Let's throw a barracks there. A longhouse. Yeah, see, I don't think I can build that because it has to be away from something. So we have a longhouse and a barracks. Let's get... Forge, foundry, and smithy. I have a smithy, no, I have a barracks there. +1 economy adjacent to a shop. So, barracks, I didn't build a smithy, so I want to build a smithy. Forge, foundry, smithy. So I want to put a watchtower. Wait, I can't put a watchtower? Can only be built in a separate slot. Okay. Has to be by itself then. Well, it doesn't really seem like the smithy there, shop there, probably an orphanage because I'm a nice guy. Tavern. Then I wanted to put a shrine there, herbalist house there, and I get, what are my stats? Rank 1, relations. I need some stability. I have a tavern. Community loyalty. I'm gonna put the orphanage next to the brewery. That's healthy. Okay. Started the wooden wall. Okay. Five days, 10 days. So there's a long time for that. So we got a long time. I don't need to purchase any BP. Okay, so I can close this. Your barony requires position to function. Use the advisors tab. Projects. Okay, we're gonna go for advisors first because that's what it said to do. Um, peace is not the best option. Claiming new regions. You may claim... Gee, there's a lot of information. I thought this is going to have a little more action in it. This stream is going to be all text. You may claim new region to expand your territory. Open the regions tab on the right side of the screen. To select route. Claiming a region will allow you to significantly increase your barrier. That's probably the best course, and that's what I have so far. I don't have anybody for a treasurer yet. Okay, regions is what they said next. Loyalty is very important. And I don't have enough. Okay, so I actually do have to buy some BP. What does that cost? Oh, costs some money. Oh wait, it costs 80 per build? Can I even afford? What wait, 23? Start event. Oh, so this just rolls through. Okay, fair enough. Added 5 regions to your land. Okay. Oh my god. Once your barony stat has reached 20, it's time for you to increase its rank. First, meeting with your advisor to discuss further the state. To do so, reach your cabinet, click the button when you... Okay. Okay. Don't have any espionage there, which is fine. Okay. Stats. How do I upgrade? Okay. Events, projects, curses. Regions, others, events. Economy. The throne room. Okay. At least we're doing something, I think. I'm sorry to take you away from it, but your people need you. Free to the Stag Lord, the people sighed in relief, but many are still confused by the swift change of fortune. Truth be told, they simply do not know what to think of their new baron, nor what to expect of you. Will you be a fair ruler for all, or will you be for the wealthy and the status? Let us reassure your people, show them that their favor truly, where your favor truly rests. Perhaps a small celebration would help to win them over. Of course, you can spend the same amount on a dinner for the well. Yeah, we'll do common people. With a account, and everyone will be welcome, including the poor and downtrodden. This is a great ruler can give to its people. Cool. Harm looks embarrassed. He runs his fingers through his beard and clears his throat a few times, then speaks at last. I heard, not that it's important, but well... Clears his throat again. I heard an ancient trade were built by the doors of the 5 kings, mountain run through the lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiving time spares no one, true, but the road itself is still here and possibly not the only road. Well, J. Stevenson, I have a request. If you find any dwarf ruins in the area, I'd like to see them with my own eyes. Why do you ask this? I shouldn't probably, but it's like a wound that's never healed. You know it will only hurt more, but you need to scratch it. Of course, it's foolish, foolish and vain. I'll take him. I mean, I see no reason why not to. More people. Your Grace, I was at Olg's trading post and I noticed that old Vulcan was just standing there, bored to death and nothing to do. This is most unfortunate. After all, the old grumbler is very knowledgeable. However, he has no use for skills since the locals decorated. That makes sense. Hire him. Start the rank up project. The advisors and the barons will spend 14 days on special projects to increase the rank of a respected stat. You can find one such project under the prot and sign an advisor and start the prot to increase the rank of that stat. Got that done. Okay. Wait, so this is my map now. Oh, okay, so this stuff all sort of appears. These are all things I can do. Got it. Okay, I can't do that. I've got... The barony is flooded with monstrous spiders. How do I get more crisis points? Knowing my luck, I'll roll a 1. Okay. How do I take the opportunity? Oof, da. This is... This is very complicated. And I don't know that I'm equipped for it. How the heck did I go in and talk to him again? Wasn't that... Yeah. Maybe it's underway? I can't do that one yet. To the throne room. We'll go to the throne room. Am I never going to fight anything again? I read it as well. Hey Gub, how's it going? There is a lot of text in this stream, so you haven't missed much.
Trolls who didn't fear fire? That sounded terrible
my.
and dangerous and terribly dangerous. If we couldn't rein them in, our young barony would be eaten up in a snap.
You may base new settlements in your region by clicking crossroads, finding a location. Okay, got that one done. I didn't select that. Well, I guess we're gonna go for it. Well, we'll do it and we'll see how we'll get one. Wow, there's a lot of junk. Oh, this is just going on. Okay. Got it. Let's build a new settlement there. I don't have... Can't do that one. I don't have anyone there. Okay. Alright, it looks like I have to go do quests now, which is good, because I finally got that seemed to figure it out. Oh no, this is my room. What are you? Assuming this is all my... It is. No. Oh, you have a level? Didn't you use a flail? You did. Inquisitor. Oh, you have a bunch of them. So what does load... No. I don't want to load premade. Then... We'll go there. One new spell. Inflict light wounds, divine favor. Go Doom. Complete. No, oh yeah, Inquisitor next. I'm not really planning on using this girl, so... You have divine favor, inflict light wounds as damage. I have a buff. Let's get X target spell, so I have that. Let's take the ear piercing scream as well then. clothes. Does she even use? I don't know if she even used it. It said it's. What's the wisdom? Old person is such a good spell. See invisible is good. Go for castigate. Okay. This is all my stuff. That can get sold.
Let's head out.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm good. I gotta go kill some trolls, I know. Okay. I think I have, let me check my, holy crap. Woof. Okay, are any of these time sensitive? Okay, that one, but I gotta wait. Okay, let's go and talk to, let's go get the alchemy guy. We're gonna go get ourselves some alchemy.
The path is clear.
Leave. We're also gonna see about grabbing them resources.
Hello, my savior.
Oh,
You asked if we'd meet again. And here I am.
here you are.
I see your fate has changed since last we met. Now you are the ruler who will determine the destiny of these lands. I am their living heart, the whisper of the wind, the strength of rivers, the luxuriant growth of the meadows. Do you wish to touch this power?
Well, don't know that that's YouTube friendly.
I will show you a place where we can finally meet in flesh, you and I. Deep in the woods, there is an old mossy ruins long abandoned, nearly swallowed by the thicket. There is an old tree growing among the stones in the yard, which I remember as a seed. A shadow under its green crown I call my verdant chambers. Visit me there, my lord, and come alone. A nymph's reward awaits you. Forgive me, nymphs are not made for cities. The noise and vanity of human settlements vex me. I will answer all your questions.
I'm gonna get my kidneys stolen.
But there, in the silence of my asylum. So long, I will await you there, as the ground waits for spring under the heavy winter snow.
I'm gonna lose a kidney. That is what's going to happen here. Oh, these are the... Okay, got it. So they show up... Okay, they're in the... Got it. I understand. Happy smile. He is dressed... Let's see what you have here. Okay, I want to sell this and this. I don't need it anymore. I do not have that much gold. I spent... He has 1,000 quarterstaff? That's a lot of quarterstaffs. He's got a lot of really good stuff, too. But I don't have any money. So we're just going to sell those, and we'll have to remember that. What are you? Bring more exclusive men to try more money, more be aware. Okay, so this is the magic girl. Got it. Okay, so these are merchants. Okay. I do not. I'm gonna go do one quest before the stream ends. I'm gonna do something other than read. Much as I like reading, I wanted to play a game today.
Tread lightly.
Okay. I'm going to go hunt some trolls. I have fire, I have acid, I should be good on it. Oh wait, no, I'm going to go get the alchemist and hire him first. Okay, so that just gives me money. It's fine. Okay, so where are the trolls? That's that thing. That's my girlfriend. I can't zoom out anymore. Okay, to find hold it to roam around. According to the troll, is located somewhere in the Gnarl Marches. I don't know where the Gnarl Marches is, so I'm gonna have to find that. Grab that.
I need to catch my breath.
Grab a rest.
The way you smashed that creep with a spell. Left nothing but smoking boots.
And the way you picked up those two and crashed their helmets together, it sounded like the bells were tolling.
We have fun here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna travel there, and then I've got to. We'll fight him. I want to do something. It's ridiculous.
Consider me provoked.
Enemy near.
Serves you right.
Oh man, that 8,000 money was worth it. Crap. Oh, they're both right there. Okay, well, that's pretty simple.
Repent!
You deserved it.
This is for you.
We'll just kill there. Okay, that didn't kill. Yeah, well, I'm gonna meet a shield wall.
Let us strike as one!
How much health? This guy just like fake?
You forced my hand.
I'm gonna bounce off of him. Nope, he's not fake.
Any last wishes?
I'll fight if I have to.
Got that done. At least I did some fighting.
How may I help?
I'm listening.
None of that's worth anything. Okay, we're gonna go up and... I know I killed a troll before. I wanted to do that. Alright, we're gonna get up here. We're gonna hire that gentleman.
I need to catch my breath.
Let us be careful.
Because that was the alchemy guy. I'd like to hire him because that's good. Me, that'd be a first. Fine, come what may, you've been kind to me, killed those and brought old medicine berry. I'll work for you. Just one thing though, I need a new lab, someplace to keep all my a workshop, yes. As for me, don't worry, I'll do my part. I should go. Hey, I got a level. So I hit level 5 doing nothing.
I'll go ahead.
Can I still rest here? I can. Okay, we gotta rest. Probably should have did the level first. Ah, this has just been a day of text. Okay, 5 points. Two, 3, 4. Do it that way. Next, Piranha Strike. When we or any other weapon, you may choose a one point blank shot. Oh, no, I want blind fight. That one invisible guy made me realize that I have to have that. You can use I should probably get that because I'm spending a lot of time on this guy with the front cover. I should get that for them. Okay, what do I have for my level 2 spells? Frigid Touch, Scorching Ray. So I'm going to fight... I'm going to fight... trolls. Probably do Acid Arrow. And Mirror Images is probably a really good spell. Okay.
I'm listening.
Level up. Just going to keep going with Fighter. +2. Athletics. And mobility. Where's back to back? Or doesn't that, can I get that on this girl? Or maybe that isn't this one. Okay. Not this one. You can make a number of attacks of opportunity. That's no good. +1 AC would be not bad. I don't know that I want that. Die Hard probably is the best. I want this person to be a tank. Melee classes in this game
What you
do not
want?
seem to get a lot of love. One, two, nature, perception, next. Oh, I can take them. Okay, so I can get two next one. Back to back on this girl. Okay, I'll get that one there. Perception 3. So her perception isn't 3. Okay, so I gotta get her perception up. Okay, that's fine. That's no problem. I can do that.
Confide in me.
What is her? It doesn't show it. Okay, well, I'll just make sure to get it up there next time. Perception's at 4, so that's fine. I have these super high on my guy, so he doesn't need them. What? Selective channel. No, I have him for ranged. Do I have? Oh, extra channel? Yes, please. More healing? Oh no. Why would I want less healing?
Anything
Did
is
everybody fall
possible.
asleep? Did you pass out at your desk? I'm not really talking a lot. But I have had a couple of women tell me that. I don't know whether I should be, pleased about it, but um, 5 points. This is my use magical device lady, so I need that. Want this, that, and stealth. And then we'll go persuasion just for the rounded out on the bard. Your boss is gonna yell at you. Precise shot. I don't really want that. I'd rather... We'll take blind fight on her too. That way invisible people will have no chance. Hold person, sense vitals. Excuse me. Grab cure wounds. Well, you were working hard all day. You said you yourself you were getting carpal tunnel, so
What's the holdup?
I'm gonna assume that it's a positive on me and not that I'm just doing a really bad job streaming. I'm not really using her as a wizard very much. Or I have 3 other skills. Yeah, the music from this game is pretty calming. Don't really want to burn him in that. And we'll burn him in that, and then we'll put 1 in athletics. Insomnia is never a good thing. What do I have? Accomplish sneak attack. Point blank. Okay, so I could take... I don't want to do that because it doesn't have composite bow. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Back to back would be really bad on this one. I guess we'll go blind fight there. That's just a really good choice. Canny Observer. I doubt it. I don't want back to back. She should never be in. Crossbow, light crossbow. Oh, there's a longbow. Is there compound bow? No, then what does that? Okay, we're gonna have to go back. Yes. Okay, so that's a compound. Okay, so that would be a longbow. Okay, so I want a longbow on her. Okay, so rogue next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then perception next. I gave her blind fight, weapon focus, no, combat trick. Wait, combat trick to weapon focus? That's really weird. Ah, whatever. And then longbow. And that should give me +1 to all attack rolls with a longbow. Okay. I can't level up the other guys because I'm not there, which is probably good.
The road awaits.
I can add another one here, so I have shield, burning magic missile, corrosive touch. Touch weapons on this guy are going to be broken, but I don't have another spell slot. All right, well, whatever.
I'm listening.
I don't think. Okay, so this guy does have spell slots. Monster, remove sickness. Inflict light wounds. have a lot of bless. I'm gonna fight trolls. I want more fire, summon elemental, cure. I have restore lesser. Bone shaker's good for damage. He can have fireball? Yes, please. Contagion is really good for bigger fights, and I will take remove curse. Okay, so she just has 4 spell slots. Mage armor, magic missile is good, enlarged person is always good. Okay. Now I'm gonna go rest. And then I'm going to try to do something other than look at menus today. I've been streaming for 2 hours and I've literally done nothing but read. The most boring stream ever. Although, to be fair, I'm kind of glad I didn't do it last stream because it had been a 5-hour stream, me going through all those menus.
The path is clear.
I won't let you down.
I want those over there. These are spells. Nope. Okay.
Let's head out.
Leave. Okay. Now, where are the gnarl marches? Over here. Whew, I got a lot of quests to do. So that said the northern... No, not that one. Journal. Somewhere in the north. Okay. Travel there. I want to find some trolls.
To catch my breath.
You need some more fortitude is what you need, lady.
May we have a moment of respite?
We may now. Begin resting.
You smile rarely, Valerie. What troubles you?
Nothing. I laugh when there is something to laugh about. Right now I'm busy thinking about how we're going to survive these wild lands.
Camouflage failed. Hey, I got a meal though. Alright. Let's do a little exploring. Well, I guess I'm gonna go grab that. Don't need to show that one anymore. I got it. Is that a dragon?
I'm not afraid.
No. Okay, so bewildering, causing penalty of 1 round, -1 AC on attack rolls. We are going to lower their attack rolls. Holy crap, that kitty don't mess around. Now it's dead. You killed my new kitty. Okay, can the screen stop shaking? Holy crap, I have a lot of spells in this game.
I'll try to make this swift.
Bounced right off. Well, leave the kitty alone. Oh, it's not dead, it just fell over. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute.
Tear them apart!
Oh, troll hounds. I gotta burn these things. Don't I have acid splash on this lady? Well, I think I know how to handle the burning problem. This lady has a fire crossbow, so that should immediately kill. I have. So. Oh, well, that's pretty awesome, actually. I don't think so. Mostly what I'm doing right now is I'm just reducing their health to 0, and then I'm just hitting them with a cantrip. Right. Good thing I noticed it said troll hound. Well, human today does not forget. When you help her, we shall meet again, perhaps, who knows. Do you want to... Okay, cool. Thanks for playing. Oh, and it just teleports away.
Onwards, together. Ready and willing.
Now it said treasure. That is such a... literally said treasure, so I know that there's like, what is, oh, it's a rabbit. I know that there's like other things around here. If I get hit by lightning, I'm gonna laugh. Yeah, I don't really understand that one either. Like, if you can just teleport, just sprint away and then teleport. Guess there isn't any treasure. That was a really weird thing to see. Yeah, well, whatever. Is what it is.
The path is clear.
That is really hampering my walking ability. I did kill some trolls. They weren't actual trolls, they were hounds, but... Okay, that was...
I need to catch my breath.
We're gonna go a little further down the river first.
May we have a moment of respite?
Cancel. Alright, let's rest and then we'll enter the overgrown pool.
I'm
We'll
glad that
explore the
Nate's land
overgrown
didn't
pool
harm
and see
your
what
heart.
happens, and then if
You are very
nothing
strong.
happens, we'll just go back to Tussdale.
I'm just the way I am. I think my owners wanted me to become as wicked as they were. So I do the opposite out of spite.
And then I'll probably have to do that bald hilltop thing next stream. Alright. Enter the overgrown pool. Am I going to explore, or is this going to be one of those Lindsay Reads things? Sweet, I get to
I'll
explore.
go ahead.
An ambush, eh?
Wait. I hear revelry. A group of hardy... I'm gonna read. A group of hardy people with axes, most are met. A fragile nixie. Two stand before... Let them go, you swat. If you don't, I'll burn the rotten grove to the ground on my word. You freaks, my name is Melinzi. Thank you very much. If you keep being rude like this, I'll just drown these jumbos in the lake. Understand. Noticing you, the lumberjack grins at you there. You seem interested in some coin. Name's Korax. And we're loggers in the fort. We could use your help in freeing our people from this Gorgon's claws. We should help her, know them. I don't know. Why can't people and Fae live in peace? What's going on here? We were minding our own business, cutting trees and splitting logs when this hag shows up out of nowhere, screeches at them, jinks two of ours, and threatens to drown them. With these Fae breeding like rabbits everywhere, what's an honest, hard-working man to do? I see, so she is a guardian spirit. Stupid Jumbo. You're the ones who breed like rabbits, spreading into more and more spaces. We've lived here since forever. I've grown these trees for more than 100 years. Know them down to the tiniest leaf, and you show up with your, and ruin everything. Okay, well, let's try letting them go first. You wish. As soon as I let them go, the whole lot of them will... If these goons want to go home, they're going to have to promise to steer clear of my grove first. Well, no one's going to reason with the... No one's going to do this, then. Try to listen to me, people. The forest is big. I'm sure you can find other trees to fell. Quarreling with the Fae is more trouble than it's worth. I don't know that my charisma... Well, I mean, I technically am the Baron. Alright, got that to work. Well, if you say so, your grace, the sovereign word is law. Alright, alright. It's not like we're dead set on this grove. If she gives us back, our people will leave this place in peace, on my word. They'll leave this place and never return. Please release the hostages now. Oh sure, what's going to bring back my trees? Then they come in here, smash everything in sight, and leave. No deal. Fix what you broke, then maybe I'll let them go. How are we supposed to restore a tree that's already been cut down? I'll tell you what to do. There are these magic thingies that look like little feathers. The feather tokens, throw one on the ground anywhere in a tree. Your people's mages who tread the swamp more often than others, they can make them. Buying a couple won't break your bank. My cousin, she lives in the north. Either way, I'll let your goons go. Oh, this is annoying. Thank you for your situation. These people are willing to leave. Asking more could prove dangerous. The Nixie pouts her lips. Ah yeah, finally got some decent rolls. You mean stinky, stupid jumbo? Bug off. Sobbing, the Fae dives into the lake. Hey, Ryan Mason, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know about legend. It is always happy to see. I'm always happy to see a new face, Mr. Ryan Mason. Oh, there's a wolf there.
I move unseen.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Consider me provoked.
Don't know where the other wolf is. Gotta swap bows. You don't need to sneak. Right there.
Serves you right.
Dire wolf should go down. Lindsay will do it. And I don't know if this
So
guy
it's come
gets
to
a bonus
this.
for being. He does not.
This is for you. You think
Sneak
that
attack will
hurt?
work.
The path is clear.
I believe I found something.
Well, there's that, and you can't exactly blame people for just wanting to chop a couple of trees down.
Tread lightly.
They said they'd leave. They said they were sorry. And guess what? Didn't want to listen. Okay, I am going to head back and then save. And we're going to call it for today. I at least got some combat in. We'll take the long way so I can explore a bandit camp. Like, I mean, I get the point. Okay, so I can't edit it here. We'll just go to main square. I get the Nixie's point. I get what's going on, but they didn't know. Then you come take hostages and things go south.
Let's head out.
I don't. Well, I have a couple things to sell, but I'll do that later. All right, that's gonna be it for me because I have went for about 2.5 hours and my back is killing me. It was fun. Thanks as always, Death, for showing up. Thanks for showing up, Ryan. Like I said, hope you can come see another one sometime. Sorry that you got here close to the end. It sure did. I will be doing Breachers on Friday at 3 p.m. like normal, and then I'll probably be doing that on Monday as well. Have a good evening, Death. We'll see you later, and see you, Ryan. Thanks for stopping by, Gub. We'll see y'all later. Thanks a lot. Had a lot of fun. Later. Bye.